Okay guys, so in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you 20 Canva tips and tricks, which is going to make both your life and your designs just so much better. And this video is definitely going to be aimed a lot more towards beginners than what it is going to be towards pros. So if you're new here guys, my name's Alfie. I've been in this e-commerce world for a few years now. And one thing I've learned is that there is absolutely no question that better design skills and better graphic skills will 100% lead to more money being put into your pocket. And so this is going to be a tutorial video guys. So let's get straight into my dashboard and start with the first tip. Okay guys, starting off strong. So if you're creating any project at all and you need a selection of different graphics that are all in a very similar style, then you can just add the main graphic that you want. See this little button down here? This is called Magic Suggestions. And if you hit that, it's then going to give you a selection of other graphics that are in a very similar style to the graphic that you've already selected. So all of a sudden then you can have a whole variety of graphics that you can use that are in the same style. So you can then just keep a lot of consistency throughout whatever document it is you're trying to make. Okay, next up. So say I'm working on a print on demand project and I've got a lovely mock-up here, but say I wanted to get this exact image on, but I wanted this exact image to be in black. However, you see it's in white and you currently don't have the option to change the color here to black. So one really clever thing we could do is go to edit. We can use something called duotone. And then you see here that you've got a custom option. What you can then do is change the highlights down to black. And then you see here, even though you didn't have the option to change the color of the exact image that you want to use, you can just use duotone to change it manually. And this is so good, guys. It's incredible for print on demand and it works with even like photos. So yeah, even if you can't manually change the color through the Canva options, then you can of course force it and do it on duotone. Next up guys, if you want to create anything at all on Canva and you literally just don't know where to start, just type whatever you want to make into the search bar at the top. So say I wanted a logo for my Etsy shop, I could literally just type in something like Etsy logo. And you see here, they've got a category for exactly that. So you can literally just click on it. And then there's going to be tons and tons of real high quality examples of different logos that I could use for my Etsy shop. And of course I could just go into any one of these, customize, and just go into different aspects and just change any part of the logo I want to however I want it. So yeah, this saves so much time and you can get some really good results. Next up guys, to make your print on demand products look so much more realistic, if you put a graphic on, you see here, that just looks like a graphic. It's literally just been stuck on a picture of a jumper, okay? It doesn't look real. So what we can do is actually click onto the graphic, hit this transparency slider and take the transparency down to say a slightly lower level. I like a 92, 93 sort of range. And all of a sudden then that looks so much more realistic compared to how it looked. Say just for a comparison here at 100%. You see 100% just looks like a picture on another picture. Lower the transparency. It actually looks like it's part of the jumper. So this is a good little tip, guys, to make your products look so much more realistic if you're doing print on demand. Okay, next up, guys, if you want to get some free mockups from Canva, you can go to this apps button on the side and you can literally type in mockup into the apps and you'll see this mockups app here. Where if you just click on that one, you'll be presented with a whole load of different mockups you can use. And say I want to use this mug one here, right? You just add the mockup that you like into your document. And then whatever picture you wanted to put onto the mug is literally a case of just drag and drop. And then with any luck, boom, there you go. It just automatically loads straight onto the mockup without you actually having to invest money yourself into getting mockups from elsewhere. Next up, guys, if you want to really quickly add some text to your Canva document, just press the T button and this is going to allow you to add text immediately. So this is going to be great because it's just going to save you so much time. And over time, all of these little seconds that might seem insignificant in the workflow, they all add up. So yeah, nice little tip. Next tip, guys, and you can remove the background from anything on Canva. So any picture you upload with one click of a button, if you just hit this background remover at the top. So this is a nice simple one, but incredibly effective nonetheless. Next up, guys, if you're creating a PDF or any sort of online document and you want there to be a clickable link or clickable links that the person receiving the document can actually click into, this is so simple on Canva. Literally use whatever you want. Say I want to get this text here hyperlinked. All I do is just go to the website I want to hyperlink, take the URL, click on the text here, go to these three dots, scroll down and you'll see there's a little link button here. So you can literally just press link, paste a hyperlink in, display mode as a link, hit done. And then you see here, this is going to be a virtual link. So you can click on and it's going to take you straight to the link that you put in. Okay, guys, next one. So say you've got a whole selection of different graphics on your document and you wanted to say maybe upscale all of them, but you just wanted one of those graphics to stay the same. So rather than having to go in and select each graphic individually that you want to expand, you can just go on the one that you want to remain the same and remain untouched, lock it into position. You can then select everything and move everything else, but the one that you've locked will just remain in place. And if you're doing scaling work, it remain unscaled. Okay, next up, guys, if you're anything like me and you just suck at English and you are terrible at writing, then we can harness the power of AI and we can just take whatever we've written, terribly in this case, highlight it, and then you can hit this magic write button. And what you can do is actually go rewrite. And then you can see here, it's actually rewritten this by AI and it sounds so much more professional. You can just accept this change and it just completely corrects all your writing for you. So yeah, major win here. Next up, guys, for the best quality whenever you export anything, whether it's a document or just a graphic, when you hit share and you go to download, always be sure to export as a PNG. The quality that you're going to get when you export as PNG is going to be so superior to JPEG. And if you're doing anything online, PNG is normally always the way to go. Next up, guys, if you've got a text style that you really want to keep consistent throughout the whole document, rather than having to go into each individual bit of text and selecting a different font to change it to, you can simply go on the one that you like the most, click these three dots, you can hit the paint roller. What this is going to do is copy the style. You can then paste that style directly onto another bit of text and it's going to just copy that style straight over in the click of a button. So again, you've got consistency throughout your whole document. Next up, guys, whenever you're making just a really standard, say just custom blank document on Canva and you don't quite know what you're going to put on it yet, obviously hit custom size. Don't just do the standard 1000 by 1000 like the standard square, because more often than not, whatever you export, say if it's a graphic to use for print on demand or something you're going to be uploading somewhere online, the print quality as DPI is going to be really low, or the actual quality of the image once it's uploaded and downscaled on most online platforms is going to reduce in quality quite a lot. So I recommend at a minimum, whenever you're opening up just a standard blank document, to use a 3000 by 3000 pixel, because this is just going to give you so much more play when you're uploading it to use online or even to use as a graphic for like print on demand stuff. Okay, next up, guys, if you've got a really cool graphic that you've made out of a selection of different texts and say graphic elements, for example, rather than having to move each one of these individually, if you want to like resize it, one thing you can do once you're happy that everything's exactly where you want it to be, you can select all and then you can group these items together. So what this is going to then do is create one graphic out of all of these multiple graphics that you've put together. And then you can do scale, you can move, you can copy it all, you can paste it all in one movement. And it just makes your life so much easier. Okay, next up, guys, when you're doing any sort of print on demand work, one thing you can do to make your products look so much more professional is to add little color buttons. So for this, you can literally just add a circle, move that down to the bottom, add some text by pressing the shortcut T, put that into the color of whatever the product is you're selling, add that next to the button, click on the button, go to the color option, and then you'll see here there's an option that says photo colors. So this takes the exact color gradient from the main photo of whatever document you're using. And you can literally just hit that. And you see here now you've got a beautiful looking color button, which just makes the product look so much more professional. And of course you can copy, paste that, change the text for whatever color it is. Click on the little color circle that you put on. Again, change the color, go to photo colors again, and you can select a new color. So the color then always matches up to the mock-up or the product that you're actually trying to sell. I just think, guys, this makes it look so much more professional. Okay, next up, guys, if you're doing anything that involves text or copywriting and you want some real cool killer text and killer fonts that you just can't find on the basic Canva fonts, you don't like any of them, one thing you can do is go to a website called Creative Fabrica. You can literally just type in fonts. And what this is going to do is present you with just an absolute ton of super unique, real standout fonts that just look so good in my opinion, and just stand out so much. And yeah, you can see guys, there's just so many options here. It just like keeps going and going and going and going and going, and it's just gonna be so money. See this is a real cool font here, and it's something that you don't see very often, and is quite hard to find on say like a Canva, a Word, or whatever design document you're using. So again, you can just download that font, go back to Canva, select the text, go to the font option. You can then upload a font, select the font that you've just downloaded from Creative Fabrica, hit upload. This is then going to upload the font onto Canva so you can use it whenever you want. And you can see here, the font's loaded. I can click on it and there you go. You've got a really unique font that you wouldn't normally be able to find anywhere on Canva. So yeah, guys, I wanted to tell you about that font thing because I use this so much and I use these fonts from Creative Fabrica so often. I honestly think it's such a game changer. I'm not sponsored by Creative Fabrica or anything, but if you did want to check them out, then there is a little link in the video description just to make it easier for you to find. But yeah, Creative Fabrica, if you wanted to sponsor me, I use you every day, so feel free to reach out. Next up, okay, next up, guys, if you've got a really cool design that maybe you've downloaded from somewhere external and you want to edit it and make some changes, but obviously because this is a PNG, I can't go in and change the text or I can't delete it. One thing you can do is click on the image, go to edit, go to magic eraser. This will then give you a brush, and what you can do is actually brush out the bits that you don't want, and then you can just erase these. And just like that, with one click of a button, it's going to completely remove it from the image for you. And as you can see here, now I've got the exact image I wanted without the bit in the image that I didn't want. Okay, next up, guys, say I'm designing something that's in a niche or in a category of, say, surfing, right? I've got to create something that's for a surfing related project, but I just don't even know where to start. One thing you can do is go straight to designs on the left-hand side, and you can literally just type in whatever it is you need to find some inspiration for. And this is just going to throw you up so many existing cool designs that, I mean, I'm not saying use these exactly and copy them, but you can certainly say, take one, say I'm designing a logo, for example, you can take one of these designs that's already made and you can literally just change parts of it to whatever you like. Maybe you can like change some colors, you know, and it just gives you like a really cool start that you can then work from and put your own stamp on things. Okay, next up, guys, say you've done some product photography or you've got some product focus related image and you want to make it really stand out and really pop out from the background. One thing you can do is go into your image, hit edit. You can go down to use this under the FX, under the effects. You can use this autofocus function. And what this is going to do is help you to just automatically blur the background. And in turn, this is going to make the actual image just front and center stand out so much more. So you see here, I can play around with this and it makes the cup just stand out so much more as the blur is increased. You see? Makes it stand out so much more. And what you can also do is change the position of focus. So you can change what stays in focus in the image while you blur everything else around it. So this is a really good one, guys, if you want something in particular in the image to really pop and, like I said, really just stand out from that background. Okay, next tip, guys, and this is unquestionably, without doubt, just get Canva Pro, I would say. Massively recommend it. Like I said, again, not sponsored at all. I don't even have a link to Canva, but I use Canva on a daily basis. I can't recommend it to you enough. I think their pro plan is like £10 a month or something, English. I don't know exactly what it is in dollars, but yeah, Canva is incredible. People literally use Canva to run and create $1 million businesses. And if that sounds unbelievable to you and you don't believe me, then I've actually done a video on my channel breaking down $1 million business, which can so easily be put together and designed using Canva. So if you wanted to check that video out, I'll leave a link to it just here. But yeah, Canva's incredible, guys. I honestly can't recommend it enough. And I just want to say thanks so much for watching. Take good care of yourself, and I'll see you on the next video. Cheers, guys.